What's up, fam? What's the dealio? This is a little quick, short story that I was thinking about that happened a while back, right? You know me, you thinking I'm being, I tell you, it just, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, is it really worth being me? Because of the way, I don't know. Trying to see. Okay. Make something work, because if it ain't no need to stick around holding up space. You dig? That's all I'm saying. Don't. Talking about my lipstick. Now, if it ain't serving no purpose, you don't want that like you want to come out, but you want to hold up space. No, you ain't. But I see they say, okay, I can still make room for you because I made them. Okay. Gonna keep her. It's lighter than I like. I'd rather for it to be a little dark. But we'll go along with it. Sometimes it look better when it dry than it do when it go in this, give it time to dry. But anyway, let me get on with the story. Right. Okay. All right. About a while back, right, I was hanging out, hanging at this spot, and it's a spot where a lot of the neighborhood people hang around, just to shoot. Mainly, it ain't what you want to say. I don't want to. I mean, really, it's just like people that ain't got nothing to do that hang around there. But it brings around other people too. But mainly, it's like a well, it is like a little liquor house where everybody hang at the neighborhood ones that ain't got no job and stuff like that. Mainly hang there. Other people hang there, come through because they know these people and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? It's a little liquor house. The community liquor house. So anyway, so, I went through there one day, and everything. Shoot, because, I know people and they know me. So I tell you, when it dry, it look better. And it do. So anyway, one day I went there on a Friday, and stuff, because it wasn't nothing to do. I said, go get a drink and stuff, and sometimes you can sit around there and you have somebody that want to, say, hey, I'll buy you a drink. So anyway, I was out there, and so this girl come up. I know the girl, been on her, and but she is a known crackhead too. Everybody label her as a crackhead. Okay, now like I said again, all right, what she do don't make me, get down with the get down. Just that's what you do. But me trying to be nice and not just like trying to like put her in a category, or like I said, every time her name come up or somebody say her name, they got something. It was always a she a crackhead, she this and she that. And I said, yeah. I said, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. I just was going, I think she was cool to hang around, a trip, and talking and stuff. We just had, like I said, so long story short, uh, I was out. I was out one night up there, and she come through. So when she come through, we all sitting out there, and the thing about it is, I even had it on. I don't know if I was on YouTube. I think I was on Facebook Live though. That's where I was at. I was on Facebook Live, and see, a lot of people on. A lot of people, on your Facebook pages, your family, and you well known far as people on your Facebook page. That's mainly family, real family. So anyway, and I knew a lot of people knew me on Facebook that knew about that little area. So anyway, so as it started getting more people started coming up, I realized that 'cause I didn't want to put nobody on blast or nothing. They'll start talking about stuff that, didn't have no business being put, on blast. So I ended up, cause like I said, I ended up going on and taking and shutting it down. But then later on, after I say probably something hit me. Now I'm getting off the thing now. I'm just saying this now. And something came to me like, go check out that video you put on Facebook, cause you never know. Da 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 da. So when I went back and looked at it, I realized it was something up. It was something said up there. I was like, no, let me take this off. So anyway, bam, back to that day. So mind you, the crackhead came up, and we sitting there, we tripping and stuff, talking, and have a good time. And I seen her pocketbook was open, and I seen that, I saw at least 220s. But the money was folded, but I can tell it was more than 120. I said, okay, that's because she had a pocketbook open. I ain't thinking nothing of it, but like I said, I can't really remember. I know I said something about, I was like, you want to ride to the club. And I won't go on, ask her for nothing or nothing like that. Because, I'm already thinking, okay, she ahead, even though I seen the $40, but I know that, we're going to be put in the drug. And I didn't want to intervene with none of that because I'm like this right here. No, keep your money because I ain't trying to have you ask me. So that's why I come, I was like, okay, I see that, at least I know she got something. She can't come to me and say, hey, you got this and this and that. So, okay. I was okay with that. And so anyway, long story short, she ended up, riding out with me that night. We went to about 3 different spots because everything seemed to be closed. We even went to, and you know what? And it's the thing about it is, we went to one spot, right? And we went to one spot. And the thing about it is, I ain't even gonna lie. I felt like it was some, I felt like it was some type of tension, And now, like you said, in hindsight, now that I think about it, I realize why a lot of people were looking at me the way they were looking at me, because again, I tell you, she's a crackhead, lay down with anything. You know what I'm saying? One of them. And so I guess people were looking at it like, what? Who? You hanging with her? I know y'all, you ain't into what she doing, da 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 da. So nobody never said anything. It's only one of my cousins, when I told her that that's who I hung out with the night before, she told me, she said, you better be careful. She said, cause you can't trust her. And I was like, I said, really, we didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing for me to say, nothing to be trusted. I definitely didn't leave her in the truck by herself. I ain't had no pocketbook, so whenever, I never left her alone around in my truck or around my pocketbook, because I knew what I was dealing with. But so like I said, then ended up then we finally ended up to the spot, the club itself. So before we got to the club, we stopped at the store, because she said she wanted to get something to eat. Okay, she bought a pizza. I said, okay then. Then I said, well, cause I'm gonna need some gas. And she said, well, I get the pizza, you get the gas. I said, that'll work. And so we get there to the thing, and that's when she go to saying she lost some money. I said, well, how much is it? Talking about $100. I said, what? I said, well, I ain't seen no $100. I said, ain't nothing. I said, look over there good, or look this and this and that. And then mind you, when we went, what was that we went? Somewhere we went, and she had to use the bathroom real bad. And I pulled over so she can get out and use the bathroom. Hell, for all she knows, she could have, if she had $100, which I don't believe, if she had it, she could have dropped it out there. But the thing about it, anyway, keep going now. So anyway, I'm still telling her, no, I ain't seen it. I don't even know, you better looking this good, looking that good. So anyway, bam. Night over, took her where she, took her back to a friend's house and all this other stuff, right? And, but mind you, before I took her home that night, she knew the guy that I was getting down with, put it that way, linking up with. She knew him. And so, and then because she went and I had told her about it, I was like, I sure went, and being it was late, I said, I sure wouldn't mind hollering at so-and-so. I said his name. She told me, what? She said, you want me to go and knock on the door? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, do it, right? And I mean, mind you now, I ain't know nothing. I didn't know that they were connected. I knew that she knew, because she said she knew who they were. She said, oh, yeah, I know who it is. And I know that sometimes all being like, they all hang out there. Say like, why I figured it would have been all right, or it was cool, because like I said, I met him at that same liquor house. That's where I met dude at. So when she said, oh yeah, I know him. She said, you want me to, go knock on the door and tell him you want? I said, yeah. So I thought it would be cool. So anyway, she went and did it. When she went and did it, his brother come out, and I mean, was about to go all like he was about to jump her. I'm like, what in the world? You know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what in the world going on? And finally, you know, she come back, she get in the car. My friend get in the car. I said, what in the world going on with him? And he was like, oh, ain't nothing. I said, got to be something else. Go. He had like he was getting ready to jump up. And so drop her off. And then he tell me, he said that his brother and the crackhead girl used to go together. And he didn't get into, and you know, I just left it, he left it at that. And I said, well, you know, I just took it by that it was a bitter breakup. And he won't over it or something like that. And I ain't to the, you know, to this day, I still don't know what was what. I ain't even bothered. I didn't care. So it was done. I was done with that. And so, like I said, I was still dealing with dude. And in between that, let me see, yeah. Anyway, so mind you, I don't know nothing. So mind you, just out of weirdness, dude and me and him was, you know, linking up, and it's just out of weirdness that it all of a sudden it just stopped like that. No explanation, nothing. He just cut it like that. I took him to work one day, and that's the last time that we said anything to each other. And I have no clue to this day, you know, what happened or why. So, fast forward, I come through by the spot. I didn't stop. I had my youngins with me. I just drove by the area, and this is one, and I seen, and she was sitting out there, and as I was driving, you know, through, I heard her go, that motherfucker. I said, she talking to me or what? You know, like that. And and it sounded like I heard some of the people like, no, don't start that. I'm like, what? Now, yeah, I heard all this is driving by, and I'm thinking like, what in the world was that all about? I mean, what in the world? Somebody done told her something. This is what I'm thinking to myself. I don't know what's going on. Come through there again in blue. This been not the same day. It was another day, and she was out there, and everything just weighed like this. Bam. 2 weekends ago, at my cousin's birthday party, we get out, and she out there. So as I come through, you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling good and everything, hugging everybody, speaking, and this bitch gonna say, stole my money and gonna hug me. I said, what? I said, what the fuck is you talking about? Nobody stole your damn money. Then they kept trying to calm her down. But I was like, oh my God. This bitch got motherfuckers in the whole community thinking I stole some money from her. And I said, now that I think about it, I said, so is this the reason that stopped even saying anything to me or whatever? Because he believed that I done, what? Man, or maybe he just like, he looked at it like this right here. Oh, you hanging with a crackhead and wanting to be associated. I feel it though. I feel it because see, like I said, my cousin told me to be careful, but I thought she was saying be careful like far as leaving her leaving her in my truck by herself or leaving my pocketbook and stuff around. I didn't know that she was talking about, far as be careful that, you know what I'm saying, that she would accuse me of stealing something. That was far-fetched. Because I told you when I rode by that first day and she come up at me like that, and I'm like, hell is she talking about? I said, I know she thinking I said, somebody done said something I said about her, or I ain't even know what to think. I really didn't. I said, what in the world? And then, like I said, months went by. After all of that, I didn't find out about 2 weeks ago about 2 weeks ago about what the hell she was talking about. I'm like, what? Girl, that bitch is sick. That motherfucker sick. $100? I look like one still. Here it is, you a whole crackhead, and I'm sitting here. I wouldn't even think that you have $100 on you, let alone trying to steal it from you. Well, my thing now, I don't really, like I said, I thought the bitch was cool. I really did. That's the only reason that I agreed and I told her, let's hang out. I mean, 'cause I look at it like this, you are what you are, you do what you do. But just because you doing it don't mean I'm doing it. You can sit here, that's the way I look at it. But then, no, I'm not getting ready to hang out with no liar. Now, if they'd have told me versus really broke it down, be careful around her, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you know a person is a crackhead. Yeah, you already know, keep your personal shit close. But for me to say him, if they'd have been like, yeah, now, she well known to tell a lie on you and say this and say that. Now, that would have made me alone not even fuck with her. But see, I didn't know that hell no. Shit like that would make you want to stand at the top of the mountain. Yeah, like, you nasty crackhead bitch. Want to make a flyer and drop it off at every person I know in the community and tell them, if you got hoe, yeah. No, it won't now lie. Because what got me, what I mean is, if it got past you that this, I heard Wanda stole, said this crackhead said Wanda stole her money. And see what made me really messed up about it, because when I stood back and I was telling one of my friends about it, I was like, this, the same night, you know what I'm saying? So I was heated about that, because I had just started, it really dawned on me. I said, so this is what's been going around? And I didn't know it was going around like that, of all people. And this dude, he don't even stay in the community or whatever. He in another town. So when I started saying it to him, unless she just said it that night, that's the only reason I didn't even get to ask him. I should have asked him, did she tell you that the night, or she been told you this? See, I didn't get that part. But either way, I look at it like this right here. First of all, okay, I'm the type of person, if I know a person or whatever, and ain't no way in the world you can sit here and tell me, especially if I know a person, they ain't never took nothing from me, I ain't never known them to be a thief or nothing like that. I don't care who it is. Definitely not no crackhead gonna be able to stand in front of me and tell me that this person took something from them. I'd have heard up and said, no, she ain't took nothing from you. Yeah, you misplaced that. You said I don't care how mad they'd have got. But see, from the sounds of it and the response that he got me, he said to me he said, what? No. Really? So that's not necessarily, in other words, that's letting her believe, oh yeah, well, then it might be a possibility she did. See, And I just feel like now he know me. Now imagine if he said that, you can imagine all the other people around the area, how they reacted to it too. Oh, really? She did? Well, she did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They can all kiss my black ass. The fuck I look like wanting to steal, period, from somebody I'm sitting here thinking is a whole crackhead. He ain't got nothing I want. I mean, it was the only thing she done and everything. Like I said, we went out. She had money, which I was glad of that, because she ain't had to ask me for nothing. And that's all I'm saying. She ain't had to ask me for nothing. So, no, she played herself on that. I even was going, and I don't know why it was so strange. She had gave me her number, even put her number in my phone. Or maybe she did when she put it in there, maybe erased it. I don't know at this point. Like I said, you know. And you know what? And the more I think about it, she could have been jealous too. She could have been jealous. Mind you now, I told you that she could have threw that wrench in the game because of the simple fact that whatever she made up and got back and it got around, you know what I'm saying? Them people probably didn't even do, probably went like, yeah, well, shoot. If you associate with her, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And that's just how that went down. And maybe she got mad because of the simple fact, you know, me and dude were cool and they weren't cool with her. Because I can't see no other reason why she would come and put that lie out on me like that. Because we had a good night hanging out. A good night. And I think that's what that was. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what that had to do with it. But anyway, y'all, that's my rant for today. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. You know, stuff like that make me really eager to get set down and write my damn book. So before I leave this spot, I can leave my truth. Because ain't nobody going to tell it. Your own family ain't even going to tell the story right. Especially when they, you know, you know, they don't even hell like you. So, yeah, it's time for me to get out of my, get out of that writer's block and all that and get down and start. If I don't write but 2 pages a day, get started with it. Because I see now, you know what I'm saying, as much as envy, jealous, and hate that these people got for me, ain't nobody gonna tell the story correct. So that's why I need to leave it so they can read it. And you ain't got to tell it. Because it's already been told. And like I said again, you got people that that's against you and want you down, that, yeah, they gonna tell every chance they get. I'm telling y'all, this shit been happening in my life forever. Damn. Ever since I can remember. Let's see. I say when I really started getting torn down, well, yeah, my character was being torn down. I mean, it started with, family. And I ain't even talking about immediate family, because the only thing, as far as I got to say about immediate family, is the fact that, we being a family, I can say it was good. I mean, no, we didn't have everything. They had the best or nothing like that. But I can say in my family, with me, my sister, my daddy, and my mama, you know what I'm saying? It won't never like no beat down of abuse of name calling like that, where I could sit here and say, oh yeah, my daddy used to always tear me down, and no, never like that. I mean, he was just strict and tell you this and tell you that. He won't never one for. Now, he had a nickname. Yeah, of course. I ain't about to tell y'all what my nickname was, so don't even try it. He had a nickname that he called. Mm-hmm. But far as to say, to turn me down, never. If I had to say anybody that really would come at me and call me out of my character, would be my mama. And the only reason because of that is because, you know what I'm saying, I was always doing something. I was the hard-headed one. So, she would say the things. But it won't no things, like I said, it was things that went with the moment at the time, but it won't just like every day she wake up, you ain't this or you this and you that. It's only if, I'm doing something, cause, love my mama now. Yes. It was just normal things. Won't nothing like no abuse. Let's put it that way. Won't no abuse. But I didn't start feeling, I ain't start feeling now. Back then, I ain't know what you call it. I just felt it. I called it favoritism back then. I didn't start feeling that until, hanging out with my cousins. I didn't feel it when I was hanging with my cousins, my double cousins. But I felt it when I hung with my other cousins. And it's like, it was just different. I know when my mama used to go to work, we would just go sit with my dad's aunt. I met my dad's sister, and I just would have preferred to stay at home by myself. As I didn't go and stay up there. I mean, because it was like to the point, she always made you eat stuff you didn't want to eat. And you could see that she showed favoritism between, her niece that stayed with her versus us coming to, so she can keep us. Always had to wash the dishes, and stuff. If we ate, could never eat. It was just so much. It was, and then, like I said, it was just, I was used to being in my mama house where my mama kept it clean and organized, and you know what I'm saying? It was just, and then, my daddy stayed with that but it's like the niece that stayed there, we were around about the same age. I think I maybe would been about either a year older. But it's like she was good long as it was just me and her. We could play good. But if anybody from out of town family come in and the cousins our age come, oh, she would change and be a whole different person. Act like she don't know you, treat you bad. So I said, okay. Oh, I see how this go. You nice and sweet long as you know that your cousin from out of town ain't here. But when your cousin from out of town down here, you act like, you know, you want to treat me different. It was just crazy. It really started there. Yeah. That's why come I said to this day, I ain't never been one that, just never been one to care about being in a clique. Just ain't. Catch me on part 2.